Maybe it's more busy
There it
people. Yeah, there we
goes.
are.
Hello.
Hello, hello. Yeah. Hello. Welcome to lunch with what should be Chris or Sam, but
It's
you're
Natalie.
stuck with Natalie today. So, hello. Welcome. Today we are going to showcase
Well,
something new that came in.
Let's be fair. For the description, I said, let's talk about the new Sizzix release.
Yeah, that's where we're at. We're going to talk about the new Sizzix, well, part of it.
Yeah.
A really kind of innovative thing. We saw it up in Seattle at NAMTA. They showed it to us there. And it's really kind of cool. It is this die system called Snap and Swap. It is really fun. You can customize the edges to your dies. And so we are going to show how it works today, and we're going to show a little bit about how, so I have a couple tricks, not a ton. It's really not complicated, but as I played with it, I'm like, oh, this is worth mentioning, and this is worth mentioning. So, okay. Do we have, I think I have some, so let's use the one I have. I was going to say if we have any best ever craft tape. So I did cut for you, I didn't really use the file folder little guy today, but I will show it to you right here. We are going to go live tomorrow instead of on Friday because we are going to be leaving to go to another show on Friday. So we will go live tomorrow, Thursday. We'll have our Thursday fun day. I don't know what else to call it. To show everything new that's coming to the store. We'll show it a little bit more. So this is a file folder that they have. These are little pockets that they have. Ooh. Looks like I froze, and Sam just left to go get water, so I hope I didn't actually freeze. I'll keep talking. Ooh, I hope I didn't actually freeze, but it's freezing on my end, so just know that I see it. Wow, it's really getting hairy. I see it. We'll have Sam. So it went haywire without you.
What?
It went like, it froze and went funky and all over the place. So it didn't like Sam being gone. It's like it can recognize your heartbeat. It wants Sam. It doesn't want just me. So anyway, this is it was like totally, and I just kept talking saying, I see it, guys. So, okay. So we have little pockets, we have tags, and we have the file folder. So
It's the only one I can find.
Okay. It works. So just to give you a little overview.
It was in the spot where the thinner one was, so I'm wondering if somebody swapped it out.
Oh, that's okay. I did keep some attached to my pieces, so I could show it and not have to worry too much about it. Okay, so this is how big the little tag guys are. They are not tiny, and it actually cuts 2 sizes of tags. So this first set, where are we? This set right here, it has 17 snap and swap dies. So the snap and swap, let me just show you. The way that it works, so this is the packaging, it's how it comes, is in a little envelope for you. Isn't that convenient to keep it all together? And so this is the big tag, and this is the little tag. So I have tape here holding this piece in, this bottom piece in, and you can see these little notches that it has at the bottom. Let me see if I can show you that little notch right there. That's how you put them into place. So I'm just going to tear this tape off because it's been through enough in the last 24 hours. So it comes with these. There's 4 of them. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we have different bottom pieces for each one. Now, one thing that I found, which of course they did this, they're not dumb, that was really cool, is that they put on the bottom the little, there's a little etching right here, and it might be hard to see on camera, but that one right there says 5, and this one says 4.5. So this is the length, 5 inches and 4.5 inches. So the 5-inch guy will line up with the bigger tag, and the 4.5 will line up with that guy. And same with this one. So this is 4.5. This is 5-inch.
I mean, if you were to stack them, you would be able to tell that one is shorter than the
Absolutely,
other one.
because it won't fit in right. Like, you'll be able to see that it just isn't right. But on a different piece, it's less. It's not a half of an inch difference. It's like,
I think it's a quarter of an inch.
yeah, it's small, so it's a little bit harder to tell. So this is the fun part, is that you get to do all these different guys. So
there's one die set that would have normally had to have been way more dies. They got 3 different border tags out of.
Yeah, and this little guy right here, as you can see, has 2 ends on it, so you can have the jag go this way, or you can have the jag go that way.
Oh, that's fun.
Isn't that kind of fun? So I did cut these out in the larger size so you could see. This is the smooth edge. And then we have the, I don't know, chevron, monster teeth, I don't know what to call it.
It's a chevron.
Chevron. And then this one is the decal kind of finish, and you can see that there's 2 different edges here. And one will cut it shorter than the other by about 1/4 of an inch, I'd say, right? So, but you would get 2 different shapes to it. So as you stack these and did a whole little mini album, you would have a whole lot of fun.
My question is, there's a couple die sets there. Does the die sets work together?
I didn't check with this guy. That might be worth I actually have the die set here if you want to crack it open and see.
This pocket.
That's the file folder, because the file folder, and it would tell you by the size of it that is put on the little guy. Hi, Tiffany. Tiffany, I am so sad that you're not going to Vegas. I am so totally sad that you're not going to be there. I have been lamenting it for a couple days.
So the file folder's 5 inches.
So the file folder edge would work on this guy right here.
So all of these edges will work.
That's fantastic. So you would just need to see, look at it and see. So these are different file edges that have the center cut, the right side, and the left side. And of course, I'm saying it opposite of what it would actually be when you do it. And what is this guy? Are these 4.5?
Oh, that's a good question.
That's 5 inch. Are all of they have this?
They're all 5 inches.
So all of these, wow.
All of those will fit the 5 inch tag.
And they have the notches on both sides to where you could have it go upwards, or you can have it go.
Yes,
so you can
Tiffany, I'm in the background as well.
Yeah, Sam's here. Oh. Sam isn't as sad as you.
She's going on a cruise.
Oh, well, speaking of cruises, let us talk about it for the millionth time. Anyway, so you can have your little tabs go in or out, and they are interchangeable. How cool is that? Because the notch is the same on all of them, so that's really fun. So that said, these 5 inch guys right here will also work on the file folder if that's like a look you want to go for with the file folder.
There's the file folder.
So you can make this like just a straight folder with this little guy.
It comes with a straight folder one.
Though it does come with a straight, so you can make it a straight. This is why the first thing I did when I took it home was to make sure I had all the pieces in the right place. You can make this one have a decal edge, or it can have, what do we want to call it, chevron? It's so sharp, it looks sharper than a chevron to me, but it's cool. So those would all fit the file folder too.
It would be really fun to make a monster layout with it.
Yeah, with the Elizabeth Craft monsters.
No, with the teeth. Just put circles.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
That'd be cute.
We did that for trunk or treat on my car one year. So that's good to know. And I want to show really quick how easy it is to make them snap, because they are called the snap and swap. They don't snap into place and hold exactly.
It would be nice if they did.
It'd be nice, but you do need to have Best Ever Craft tape. And I'm going to tell you that Best Ever Craft tape, like I say to a lot of people, you've heard me say it before, has every right calling itself that. Zigzag. I like it, Tiffany. Zigzag. It feels a little more zigzag than chevron. Hi, Donna. So having the tape. So this is the tape, and I have it on the back here. And I just kind of snap these guys. Can you see what I'm doing? I snap them into place, and then the tape holds it. Because otherwise it's just going to fall straight through. But it's that simple. Just use it and keep your tape there. And then as I was cutting all these pieces last night, I just would pop this off and put the next size one on, or the next shape one on. It does help to lay it flat, to kind of line it up right, especially when you seem to be shaking a little bit like I am, because, you know, lights, camera, action. Uh-oh.
Hang on. I'm trying to zoom in so you don't have to keep picking up.
Oh, okay. Thank you. I am holding it up high, so. Ooh, isn't that fun? So you can see that little notch inside there. It just holds it right in place for you. And this tape is all you need.
Because that'll hold your paper in place too.
It will. And then that way you can hold it in your paper. This will fit through, obviously, your Platinum 6 and your Big Shot, as well as a Platinum, of course, because everything fits through a Platinum. Sam is so...
You can keep talking.
Yeah,
they can't see what I'm doing.
It's so cool. Just see.
It looks like a zigzag edge. I don't know.
Zigzag is good. Chevron. I like monster teeth. So anyway, that's how simple it is. This set not only comes with all of those pieces, it also comes with hole reinforcers for both sizes. So you have, this one goes over the top. It's kind of, you fold it this way. So you have one for the smaller tag and the bigger tag. Oh, sorry, I
zoomed in.
You zoomed in. Smaller tag and the bigger tag. And then you have little stars, hearts, and a circle, also to be a little hole reinforcer, which I have to say, we get asked for that one a lot. People want to punch, but look at how fun it is that you can have a die to do different shapes. So cute. And then these little guys are like photo corners, and they come in 2 sizes if you want a bigger guy and a little guy. Sorry. I'm like not watching my hands. I'm watching my hands on screen. And
the crack, that would work too.
Yeah. So anyway, this one's a little bit wider than the other one's. Really cute. And then this right here, it does have it's like a little, like a tab, I guess. Kind of an interesting shape to the tab. So
I think it's a gusset.
Oh yeah, that would work too. Oh yeah, that would work. So you can make these pockets.
Yeah.
Yeah, interesting. Because there is a pocket die that I did cut pieces for as well.
So I think you could take this one, fold it up, and add a gusset to it.
That would be fun. Yeah, just need to score it.
Well, no, because it's already scored.
No, I meant like if you wanted to do it with this tag, you could just score it and make it a little pouch. So, but either way, you could use it as a tab too. Kind of interesting shape to a tab.
So then we talked about the file folders and the tags.
Yeah, let's talk about the pockets. So this is the packaging for the file folder, and it does come with extra pieces to cut some mats for you, as well as it looks like a little frame.
It has labels too.
And labels and the hearts. I have that guy here. You have it. So that's a lot of little pieces. There's 15 pieces there. Don't necessarily want to pull it all out. And then we talked about the tag, and then this is the pockets. These are the pockets? This is the pocket set.
These are the pocket set.
Yeah.
This is the pocket. I don't know.
We're not grammatically going for it today. So this one comes with 10 snap and swap dies. So you can make, okay, I'm going to show these though, because I think it's worth showing them. Sorry, this is what the plan was. Let me show you what it cuts out. So it cuts out little pockets, and it has, are you going to zoom in again?
Mm-hmm.
I thought this would show up a little bit better than it is. Maybe I need to.
I see it.
You can see it. So it does have different scoring
there you go.
folds, so that you can choose if you want it to have a bigger gusset or if you want it to be more flat. If you wanted to make it more of a pouch than a what's the word I want? Pocket. A little bit wider of a pocket to fit a little bit more, maybe a little mini book in there or some ephemera. Especially for what we're making today, I think it's a good idea to put extra ephemera in there. Well, let me just leave my hair here. So we have the straight pocket. I'm sorry.
I'll zoom out again.
So we have the straight pocket. We have the little notched pocket. And this, again, is where you can switch it. And each one of these dies makes it to where you can flip it either way, to where you can have it go up like that or like that. And then this one, I cut it to show you that you can have your curve go this way or you can have it go that way. Does that make sense? And it also cuts mats to go on the front. So like for instance, where are you? This guy goes right there on the front. And this guy goes right there. So the pockets come like this, and they also have the interchangeable snap and swap die that you can put the different little dudes on. And I can tell you that I couldn't be more thrilled about this.
Yes, because it's so hard to get
It is so
perfect.
hard to get the right circle punch to get your notches to line up, especially when you're going to mat a little pocket like this. It really is a challenge to do all of that. So I couldn't be more thrilled about that. So we'll show this one really quick as well. Since might as well. We opened all 3 packs. So again, we have, this is the pocket, and you can see a little bit better on here how it has these score lines where you can choose the size of your, thank you. You can choose how big of a pocket you want. If you wanted to have it just be flat, you can fold it all the way over. If you wanted it to be a little bit wider, you could go like that, I guess. If it were me, I would probably have the little side towards almost like a little box, tiny box. Okay, and then this would be where you would hear it. So we have that, and then this is the mat for the front, and I did leave. It looks like I left the little guy in. So you can see where it just kind of goes in like that, and all of these dies do have that second, like if you want this to look kind of like an envelope or something, give it a chevron look, I don't know. They gave you options. So it can look like a little, or even a little house. How cute is that?
It looks like a little house. It's cute.
Little house. So, and then you would just match them up. Like if you can see this is my little pocket.
So these are 4.5. So these would fit the tag, the smaller tag.
4.5 is actually the bigger tag. 4 and a quarter is this
5
guy.
is the.
I'm sorry, I'm talking about what fits on these
tag. So you can use this 4.5. So on the small tag, which is this guy.
Yeah, that's it. You know, pop that off, and we'll show how it works. Well, that's really kind of cool because the file folders fit the bigger tag, and then the smaller tag
fits the pockets. Oh, that would be a really cute.
Actually, and I have the wrong size. I need to get the bigger guy. It's this guy. So the larger, and again, if I just looked at this is 4.5. I'm gonna just go up. So this is, or are you gonna zoom in? So I'm gonna zoom in first. So this is, you can see right there, 4.5. You see that, and that 4.5. So they match up. They are very versatile dies. Lucy, you're absolutely right. So this was something that we were really excited about. Sam and I actually surprisingly took this class together. We don't usually take a class together. Wait, this is not, maybe I don't have, this should fit. What's going on here? There we go.
Here it goes.
So,
I mean, wouldn't that make a fun little banner?
It would make a fun little banner, and you already have your hole poked. Love it. That's awesome. So,
this kind of like everything works together, which is really nice.
That is nice. So what the take home for me that I'm getting from this is that I need all 3 sets because they all 3 work together. And I hope you've got that too, because these are really amazing. So today, to play with these little guys, it just came in from Sizzix. Thank you. We are going to make a little baby book. Because why not, right?
Well, you know. We do like this 49 Market line a lot.
It is a really fun line. So let me show you what we have already started. So this is my front for my cover. Welcome, baby. And the idea was that because they have all of these little not months of the year, what's the word I want? They have, oh my gosh, what are my words? We have comments.
Mm-hmm.
The idea was that because this little ephemera set that they have, and let me show you all the different pieces that I'm using. I did keep the packaging so I could show you that. The ephemera bits, this one is the chipboard words. It has all these months of the year on it. So I'm like, well, we can make a page for each month in there. Sorry, a little shiny. So that would be fun. Oh, Barbara, thanks for coming to visit us. Hot time of year to visit. You're a brave person. Then I'm also using the laser cut elements from Little Dreamers. Boy, it's really shiny up here. Sorry, there's nothing to be done.
And take it out of the packaging.
Oh, I guess I could. And I did want to show something kind of cool that I think it's really cool when a company does this. Minte does it. 49 Market does it. But even
look, it's
so,
not
this
shiny anymore.
It's not shiny magic. Sam, see, this is why we need 2 people, because some of us are like, frazzled. We can't think of these things. So this is the package front. And the back of it is a little cut apart sheet that you can use, or even use it as pattern paper. I love it when companies do that. Make it to where you're making the most out of your packaging. So we're using the laser cut elements for Little Dreamers, the chipboard words, as well as the fabric tape, which I've never really used before today. And it really is kind of cool. It's a little silky. I can give you that. And again, you could use that if you want to. That'd be nice. It'd be nice for the cover because it's kind of a little bit more, it's not quite chipboard, but it's a little bit more thick. But this is the fabric. Where's the other piece of it?
Right here.
Oh, Sam has it. I think there's two. So you get 2 sheets of the same. I did use a little piece already today. But it's kind of, it's really cool. It's fabric tape. Well, fabric washi, right? Or is it just
fabric?
Washi? Fabric tape. It's not
They
washi.
call it fabric tape.
Yeah. So it is fabric tape. It is kind of silky feel. It's really kind of cool. So, and then Sam, if you remember a couple weeks ago, did a couple of cards with the Celebrations line, which coordinates with this beautifully. So I have used a couple of pieces from that, like a couple right here. So this, I didn't think this through at first. It was a good thing Sam pointed it out. So our album is going to go like this and then like this. So that we have pieces that go like this. So there's the little fabric tape.
Because your hole's already up there.
My hole's already up there. So this is going to be, I'm just going to put, this is going to be just kind of like a page where you can put a picture or a journal or whatever you want. And then I started in month 1. And then I just I made a couple of them. One out of regular 65-pound cardstock. And then I mounted the smaller tag that fits beautifully inside here as a little something extra. And then a lot of the papers are so pretty you don't really need, that would be a fun just to do anything with it page. And then one thing I wanted to point out for my covers, what I did that was a little bit different is, and it's not a whole lot different from that, I took, there's cardstock inside here, just regular cardstock, and then I put pattern paper on both sides just to make it a little bit more reinforced, that this is the cover kind of a thing. So that's how that works. And because it's a baby book, I didn't want to use the decal. I went for smooth, straight.
Honestly, if she would have thought about the file folders, she probably could have done it with the file folders.
I would have done the file folders too. I kind of set the file folders aside and said, nah, I'm going to focus on the tags and the pockets. And so that's a shame. But it doesn't mean I can't add at some point, especially if I'm making this for somebody. That would be fun. So let's dive in. We got 2 pages done. Let's move on to the next one. Let's maybe play with the pocket. I don't know. What do you think? Putting a pocket on this one or use it for a big guy?
That one's fine.
Okay. Do you want to pick one? So another thing I wanted to show is that I am using, it's very subtle, but I am using cashmere today, which is one of my favorite new-ish, it's within the past few months, colors that Catherine Pooler has come out with. It's a very soft brown. It's really it's very subtle, but it does the job, especially when you're trying to not overpower your inking, but you want to show that you have used a little bit more, you put a little bit more into it than slap it down, which I need to do more, is put a little bit more effort in. You're welcome, Lucy. I'm happy to show the fabric tape. It's so fun. It's a fun little extra texture to add in. But I mean, I don't know that you can see very well the difference, but I'm going to show it to you. So this is one that I haven't inked, and this is one I have. And it just gives a little subtle change. And the great thing about Catherine Pooler is the more that you add, the darker it gets. It starts out light and then it gets darker. So I have already inked a lot of photo mats that I'm putting down. It just adds a little something, makes it all go together. So Sam has done the pocket for me, and I'm just going to give it a little inking. These little guys, could they be cuter? So, so cute. I love this little trend with the wood, with the animals being so adorable.
So I've kind of figured that you'd want to not do a big pocket or a thick pocket because the way the album is formatted.
Correct. I kind of like it to be less bulky sometimes. I mean, this one we are going to put it just on a ring, like a regular little jump. What is that? Not jump ring. What's that called? Is it a jump ring? A binder ring.
Yeah, I think it's a jump ring.
So we'll just get our glue and slap it on down.
A book ring?
Book ring. And it just lays on there so pretty. It even has like little, it almost feels like it has guides to show you where you're supposed to put it. So easy. And we'll just put that little guy right there. Cute? Okay. I'm going to go under here only because I want to make that other pocket stick. Makes it a little bit easier.
You can burnish it.
I do need to burnish that. There we go. I feel like I can't ever find a bone folder. I need to like attach one to me before I come to work. So these little pockets that you put in would be a great little place to tuck notes. If you were to give it as a gift, you could tuck notes, you could tuck money. Obviously, it's always a good idea. I was thinking as I was making it that if I was to give this to somebody, I would want to give them bits of ephemera to use so that they could embellish as they want to. Because there's a lot of little guys in here that say things like first steps or something along those lines. And so I would
where you can't really determine what month that's going to happen.
Exactly. And so I thought, well, that would be a good thing to kind of tuck inside some of these pockets so they could choose. But it's also great to have little pockets so that they could have, like, if they wanted to, hospital band.
Or you could add on pages so they can stick in. So if you want to do a whole page and when, like, first steps and stuff, you could have a separate page that has.
That's the great thing about using dies over a pre-made folio, because then you can just keep adding and adding.
Yeah, right.
So I'm going to burnish this little guy down. I'm going to give it a little bit more.
Cute.
So let's put month 2. So we need to find a little place for this and maybe some other little bits to embellish.
Oh, there's a cute little kitty cat here.
Sam cannot resist the kitty cat. Oh my gosh, it's Hey Diddle Diddle, the cat and the fiddle.
Yeah.
I don't want to cover up these guys. Should we have them like poking out of the pocket? Would that be cute?
Well, if they put anything in the pocket, it's going to get covered up.
True story. Should we cover up these guys? I guess we did have them on another page, so we can cover these guys up with their friends.
Well, just add the cat then.
It's still visible.
Further down. So you can see the little guy still.
Mm-hmm.
What else do we have here?
We have, well, and then there's this one over here that's all like baby room pieces and toys and such. There's a lot of bits to these laser elements, and they have lots of little tiny, I'm gonna come
It's
up
very
here.
intricate detail.
It is very intricate, but it also cuts really well to where you just need to be a little bit careful as you pull them out, but they still work really great. Well, that's cute. I do love baby laundry.
Do you need a bigger one? There's a bigger one here.
I almost just want to go up here and let the cat shine. I don't know. Oh, bigger laundry basket. Yeah, you are knee deep in laundry at this point. 2 months, that's for sure.
Did you put the rattle there?
Sure. What do you think? Oh my gosh, how cute is that? And there's a little teeny tiny, like the tiniest bow ever at the end here. Is that adorable? Sorry, I have to find the spot. Those are so cute. So
Oh,
cute.
Julie just hopped on. She loves these. Are these die cuts?
They are die cuts, Julie. They are a new release from Sizzix. We'll just show it again in case somebody else joins us late. They are called the Snap and Swap dies, where you can change the edges. And there's 2 different sizes, and all 3 of these sets we have just found out coordinate with each other, and they each have their measurements on them, so you can see which ones. If it says 4.5 inches, then the other 4.5 inches will line up. And they have little notches that you can use some tape to hold them in place, and they work fantastic. So, all right, well, here we go. Maybe just kind of auditioning some things. See where I like it. What are your thoughts?
Oh, just start slapping down.
Start slapping it down. I love this little splotch right here. Oh yes, and we need to do those little guys too. So I did cut a few of the reinforcers in different shapes. I'm just going to use a thin little guy right here. Put that on. Any questions? We're getting quiet again. All right. There we go. And we're done. Sam likes the heart reinforcer. We will use it this time on this page. Now, if you're making a little album like we're doing here, and you don't want to have a dingbat moment like me, I'm going to put this little guy right here, and we'll just glue him down. I'm going to show you a little something that might help you stay on track a little bit better than, because, you know, I was working on this by myself, and then Sam came in and said, well, wait, what about this and this and this? I'm like, oh gosh, yeah. So this is going to be the page this way. The next page is going to be like this as you open. Oh yeah, put a little guy in the pocket. So this is this page done. Bam. I did hear a little bit about that Vicki Booten class with her Flower Emporium. Yeah, again, it's that 49er Market, fantastic laser cuts.
All of her laser cuts are like that.
Yeah, they really are great. And some of them, it has even like a string on it. And I mean, you can't, you know, manhandle it, but it really is well cut to where it'll pop out for you. Okay, so then our next page, we're going to flip it this way so that when we open our book this way, it's going to be facing the right direction. So we are at 2 months. Let's get our 3-month little guy out. And we can do a picture. Or are these? I'm like, where's my ones that I finished already? There we go. So we can do a little picture right here. What do you think? Maybe some fabric tape?
Well, you tend to be putting it in the same corner.
Let's go up here then.
Let's
go up there then.
let's do a little fabric tape so we can use that on live.
Now it is sticky back, so it's ready to go. You slap it down and ready to go. What do you think? High, low. We could even go this way and cut it off, I guess.
No, I would do low.
It has, yeah. Oh my gosh, it even has little strips, I guess, if you wanted to use them. You could. It kind of is the in-betweener. All right, so the way that I did it before is I kind of went like this and decided where I wanted it. What are your thoughts? What are your thoughts?
I need to go up. Thank you.
What do you think? Like,
about right there is fine.
Right here?
Yeah.
So I lined it up on one side. Even if you didn't, it would be fine. You could just trim it off. Don't lay down all the way. We're not ready yet.
It does give you a little bit of oil room.
It does. And once you burnish it, that'll be when you're stuck. But it really is. I've got to tell you, this is nice stuff. I had no idea how cool it is. I might need to find that in every offering that they have. All right. And then I just kind of lifted it up and trimmed it off.
Preferably with non-stick scissors.
Yeah. I don't. How do we even have those?
I think somebody left them behind.
All right. And now I'm going to burnish it down just to make sure that it stays in place. So easy,
I actually
right?
just used the Spellbinders Pro Shears for the first time, the 9-inch ones. Those are really nice.
Are they the ones that we just got in today? Or oh, really?
Yeah, I think they're really nice. They're pricey for scissors. That's probably why I've never opened them. But somebody let me borrow theirs real quick, and I was like, oh, it's so nice.
Nice.
They cut so well.
So going back, Look Who's Talking is one of the ephemera bits. So is First Steps, and who knows if that's going to be.
Yeah, you don't know when they'll start.
First Tooth, all those things. So that would be a good thing to tuck in and give as a gift. I don't know. I feel like I use these a lot. Maybe I need to use a word.
Hush. Tiny.
I like precious, precioso.
Sweet.
Sweet's a good one too.
Like the color of it.
So maybe some ephemera bits, a little well, it's pretty blank. That's why the B-sides are so fun because they're a little bit more
These are just falling out of this.
right? I mean, they're ready to go. They want to play. Oh my gosh, how cute is that little guy?
I think you should take.
I know I do love the little babies. Adorable. So cute. All right, let's start slapping it down. I'm gonna adhere the photo first. Little subliminal messages in there with my glue. Just hearts.
Does anybody else do that?
Sometimes, all right, I do a little initial. Now this is chipboard, and so I don't always want to pop up chipboard just because it can get, I mean, this thing can get bulky. It'll be fine if it gets bulky, but chipboard is a little, I mean, you really put a lot of heft on it. And I'm one of those people that I don't ever really trust the, if chipboard comes self-adhesive.
These don't.
And these don't. Just put this little guy right here on top.
I would use a foam square.
Yeah.
So he sits like, yep.
And I might pop him up. So with these, what I like to do is I like to put the foam square just on the one side so you can still fit your photo in there. So you see I'm just putting it on the one side, and then if I rest it on here, it should be okay. I'll put an extra one here. That way you can still slide your photo in there. And he's holding still. He's holding steady. It's fine. And then once the photo's in there, they can add adhesive, or you can come in and finish the job. Whatever needs to happen. Alrighty.
Two little babies.
Little babies. I had a friend. Her baby shower was baby, like bumblebees, and that's the friend that I made the mobile out of.
Oh yeah.
Stitched babies. I don't remember where all you had these. I'm just going for it.
I just had them spread out kind of like I would rhinestones.
Yeah. Triangulation.
She chose the worst foam squares out of that box.
What?
She chose the worst foam squares out of that box.
Well, I like these ones because it's really great for this guy. I literally, they were sitting right here, and I used bees earlier, and so that's why. Should we want one over here and then one over here? Thoughts? Do you want a bee buzzing by the fox or let him sleep?
You can have them by those boxes. That's fine.
Okay. How cute are these little guys? I mean, just the detail on them. They have little eyelashes.
Let's see if I can zoom in real quick so you can see. What you working on?
So cute. This little one did not keep its stick, so we're gonna add a little glue to it. So right here, maybe.
How cute that little page is.
It is so cute. And it's that easy because a lot of it's a challenge when you're having kids to keep up with all the things. So that flew out.
All right.
Yeah.
So I don't think we need to finish the whole thing on
I
camera.
don't think we do either. You can just kind of see what all we've got going on here. We have, so we'll start from the beginning. Boom. Okay, so we're gonna unzoom.
Oh.
I mean, I don't know.
There you go.
I guess. So we start here, and then it flips up to this little guy, and then this little blank page for notes or whatever. I could add a photo
It
there.
would be really fun to do journaling lines on there so they can write.
Yeah, absolutely.
At least like the weight and length. And,
Or even the birth story. I always
Yeah.
there's always a story to how the baby came. Labor Day tale, and then 1 month, 2 months, and 3 months, and then I have all these other little guys ready to go. And if I needed more, I know how to use these dies. It's great. So I think that we don't always have to have a 45-minute lunch, right?
Right.
So
it's pretty close though. It's 41 minutes.
I'm surprised. It's funny how fast it goes.
Yeah, it goes so fast.
And then I would just fit it all together. Now I will put hole reinforcers on all of the little pages. This one I probably am just going to do a plain little circle. But then we'll just put it on this little jump ring, and we do sell these here in the store. We sell them in packs and individually. So
we have smaller ones and larger ones, I think, too, don't we?
We do. We have different sizes. We even have a couple different colors and different colors metal, different, like I think there was a dark blue out there, some different things. So I'm just going to slide this on through just to give you an idea. And then I will tie a couple ribbons on here, and this will be done. And you know what would even be smart, because I'm a dingbat that will forget things. It's not a terrible idea to have it assembled like that, and then that's how you decorate it, so that you don't mess up direction of your papers. So this guy, like I have the little faces here, but thankfully this side is, I can do anything with it. And I did think it through once I realized it. So I have faces here. It was like heartbreaking for me because there were cute little guys down here and up here. And I'm like, okay, well, I have to have the cow in one and then I have to have the little guys in another one. So
when you did this, you used the 6x8 pad?
I did use the 6x8 pad, and there's 3 of each paper
that's nice.
in there. So there was a lot to play with. I really did have a lot of fun with that. And then this is my back corner. I probably will put a pocket on here, and that will be the bulk where I put a lot of little bits and pieces to add. So fun, quick little gift, and these are the funnest gifts to give. Is funnest a word? The most fun gifts to give.
Funnest is not a word.
Funnest is...
Dad used to yell at me for that one all the time.
Funnest? Aw. Well, that's not the funnest thing for him to do. Anyway, super fun. Hope that you enjoyed it. Please come check out these dies in store. They are so much fun. We will be showing them tomorrow in live. Our Friday fun day will be on Thursday because for fun, we're going to be on the road.
Yes.
We should make another on the road photo because that was flippin' hilarious last time we went to Vegas. It was so funny. If you didn't see that, we said, oh, let's have a truck full of crafty goods driving home from Vegas. And it became Spot the AI glitch. It was so funny.
Well, AI has improved a lot in a year.
It has improved a lot in a year. So we are thinking we're going to go live a couple times maybe on the show floor. If we can, maybe show you some things.
The show floor is not as big as it was in
Seattle.
Yeah,
in Seattle it was gigantic. This is just it's not even close to the same. But we
so
might
no
have
promises, but follow along with us.
Yeah, but we may have some designer. There will be a different designer. Like maybe Elizabeth Kraft would want to say hi, or
maybe
or, a couple different people.
We'll have to. Maybe we'll continue our crafty confessions.
Yes, we might need to because there's people that we missed last time. Or you know what? I think I have a new crafty confession. I have a new one because I don't ever use my original one. I don't ever actually do.
So
yeah.
All right, I'm gonna throw up the
She's going to toss it up. She's not
Natalie.
going to throw up. We haven't had
So,
lunch yet.
Thanks for sitting with us here, and we will see you guys tomorrow for Fabulous Friday on Thursday. And we do have quite a bit new to show you, so it's all good. Thanks for watching.